wala po akong kinapaya. And everything that we have done, even this National Council meeting, is for the party. Nothing more, no? Wala pong kanya. It's not for anybody, it's not for any personality, but for the party.
Okay, for Secretary Roque naman po, from Cristo Separin of Remate, reaksyon sa sinabi at naging panawagan ng ilang progresibong grupo, kabilang ng isang dating miyembro ng gabinete ni Pangulong Duterte na dapat tutulan ang pag-usad ng charter change at pagka-nominate kay PRRD ng kanyang partido upang tumakbo sa 2022. Nasa likod daw nito ang desperadong tangka ng Pangulo para mapanatili sa kapangyarihan.
Well, unang-una po, no, yung pagpopropose ng amendments ay nasa jurisdiction at katungkulan po ng ating Kongreso, no, dahil sila po ay bumubuo ng Constituent Assembly to propose amendments to the Constitution. Trabaho po talaga nila yon. Wala naman pong kinalaman ng Presidente dyan. Taong bayan po ang magdedesisyon kung sila po ay papabor sa mga amendments na ipopropose. Pangalawa, wala pong proposal sa ngayon ang nagsasabi na palalawigin ang termino ng ating presidente. Ang nominasyon po ay para tumakbo bilang vice-presidente ang ating presidente. So wala pong basihan yung sinasabi na merong desperadong tangka para mapanatili sa kapangyarihan. Hindi po mananatili bilang presidente si Presidente Duterte beyond his term of office in June 30 of next year.
Opo. From John Consalan of ABS-CBN Online naman po, Secretary Roque, there is a report that some volunteers are gathering signatures and seeking the help of barangay captains in the middle of a pandemic to urge Mayor Sara Duterte to run as president. Is this okay with the IEP? Even if it's allowed, is it appropriate?
Walang masasabi ko lang po dyan. We cannot answer yes or no. Depende po yan sa quarantine classification. Dahil alam naman natin na mas maraming movements na allowed sa mga MGCQ area kung ikukumpira sa GCQ at definitely hindi po pwede sa MECQ at ECQ. So depende po yan sa quarantine classification at depende rin po yan sa patakaran ng lokal na pamahalaan.
Opo, Secretary Roque from John Consalan pa rin po, there are spam text messages encouraging people to get vaccinated. In the end, it says from President Duterte at Mayor Sara Duterte, #SavePilipinas, #SaveDavao. Does government have anything to do with this? What would you like to say to people who are responsible for this?
Well, ako po yung in charge sa communications pagdating po sa bakuna, no? At I can say na bagamat ang presidente po ang best communicator, hindi po kami nagpapakalat ng ganyang text.
Opo, ito naman, Secretary Roque, pwede rin pong sagutin ni Secretary. Israel has summoned our ambassador after the Philippines voted in favor of investigating alleged abuses in Palestinian territories. Why did we vote this way, considering that historically we have friendly ties with Israel? How will we make sure this doesn't affect our OFWs?
Sagutin ko muna yung issue ng foreign affairs, no? Alam niyo po, the president does not micromanage, no? So although he is the chief architect of foreign policy, yung paano po boboto ang ating delegasyon sa UN Human Rights Council ay pinauubaya po niya sa ating delegasyon. At ang delegasyon naman po natin ay meron po silang record na consistently naman po ang ating boto ay pabor po doon sa tinatawag na karapatan ng mga Palestino na magkaroon ng estado, in the same way na sinuportahan din po natin ang Israel nung binuo pong Israel bilang isang bansa. So we defer po to the decision of our Department of Foreign Affairs. At saka yung boto pong yan sa UN Human Rights Council does not in any way, no, or should not in any way affect our excellent bilateral relations with Israel. In fact, isa po sa napuntahang lugar ni Presidente na paborito niya ay ang Israel, no? At isa sa inaasahan ng Presidente na tumulong lalong-lalo na sa modernization ng ating hukbong sandatahan ay ang bansaring Israel. Inaayos po natin yung non-stop flight from Israel to the Philippines. So, wala naman pong kinalaman yan doon sa napakalapit na samahan natin with the state of Israel. No? Siguro si Sec. Belio can answer the question on the OFWs.
Okay, Mela, as far as our OFWs are concerned, wala namang negative effect. In fact, I just had a talk with our Britain ambassador dahil meron tayong, remember, when I impose yung temporary suspension of deployment at saka yung because of the infighting between the Israeli and the Hamas, nag-declare ako ng temporary suspension. Hinihingi nila na i-lift ka na yon. Pero sabi ko naman, we have to be very sure that if we deploy our OFWs, kailangan sigurado tayo sa kanilang kaligtasan. And that is what I'm waiting for. An advice from Secretary Locsin and our labor attaché as to the security situation there. And the moment na maliwanag na ligtas ang sa kapamakan ng ating OFW, I will immediately issue the order deploying them. And they are very much needed. They are asking for 5,000 caregivers and hotel workers, Mela.
Now, because of the sensitivity of this issue, let me quote the statement of the Department of Foreign Affairs, which we adopt as our own. The Philippines' traditional position in the United Nations has been to go with the Palestinian cause. Each year, there are several of these recurring Israel versus Palestine resolutions, and the UN normally passes these resolutions with a majority vote in favor of Palestinians. So usually, it is the US and Israel who are traditionally voting against it. In short, our vote has been consistent with the previous positions of the Philippines, although we see that at the same time, we very much value our bilateral relations with Israel. So we adopt the position, of course, of the Department of Foreign Affairs.
Okay, from Maricel Halili of TV5 naman po, I think this is for Secretary Pusi. With the continuous bickering of Senator Pacquiao against you, how will this affect the campaign plans of the party? Will this not cause a splinter?
Ayoko na muna po magsalita tungkol sa bagay na yan. And I'm sure that they will, magkakaintindihan din po yan. And, because we're not doing anything against anybody and it is for the party. So wala po kami dapat pagtalunan doon.
Opo, and follow-up lang po ni Maricel Halili, is Duterte tandem wise for the party?
Ano po ang takon? If Duterte ang tatakbo,
Is it wise for the party?
Duterte tandem wise for the party?
maybe spokes can better answer it.
Ikaw talaga, Secretary Kusi. Let's just put it this way, no? Nagkaroon na ng Duterte in Davao. And let's ask the people of Davao if it was good for the city, because that could also be a clue, no? That could help us decide if a Duterte tandem will be good for the country.
Okay, from Lenesca Pantry of GMA News Online naman po, Secretary Roque, follow-up sa EO-138. Why is there a need for equity fund when the Mandanas ruling already increased the LGU share in collected taxes? How will that fund be distributed during an election year?
Well, alam mo, ang katunayan po kasi, although all LGUs will receive 50% more or less more IRA, not all LGUs have the same IRAs. Merong malaki, merong maliit. So itong equity fund po ito, gratuity equity fund, ay para bigyan naman ng additional na tustos na pondo yung mga maliliit pa rin ng IRA maski ma-i-increase by 50% na kanilang mga IRA.
Okay, from Maki Polido of GMA News, para naman po kay Secretary Pusi, do you suspect that a play was made to increase spot prices at the wholesale electricity spot market?
As I have said earlier, that matter is being investigated.
And from Catherine Valiente of the Manila Times, follow-up lang din po Secretary Pusi. Any contingencies for the vaccines? There are vaccines na kailangan ng cold storage. Paano po kung walang kuryente?
Kanina sinasabi ko na po na yung ito sa vaccine po, together with the IATF, with DOE, IATF, the cooperatives, the NEA, before even the vaccines arrive, we already planned how to handle it. At sabi nga po natin kanina, there is the primary source, secondary source, tertiary source, court source and everything, just in case there will be loss of power. So may mga redundancy na po nakagawa dyan.
And another follow-up lang po, Secretary Cusi, mula pa rin kay Catherine Valiente. Can we also get Secretary Cusi's reaction on the statement of Senator Pacquiao that if he were the president, he would remove him over the power interruptions?
Well, just like the other secretaries, we serve at the pleasure of the president.
Secretary Cusi, para pa rin po sa inyo from Angel Ronquillo of DCXL, bakit na follow-up din po sa baka may na-add pa po tayo, bakit tuwing panahon na lang ng tag-init, nagsasagawa ng preventive maintenance ang ilang planta ng kuryente? Kada taon nating problema ang power shortage at kada taon na rin po may rotational brownout. Ano po ang long-term solution natin dito?
Ang solution po natin dito, no, una yung sa brownout, sa preventive maintenance po, that is program, there is a scheduled maintenance program that is being monitored and scheduled by NGCP. So that's very transparent po, no? Wala po tayong problema dyan. Now, yung pag nagkakaroon po tayo ng aberya, that is something na not within our control, no? So paano po natin may iwasan po uli ito? Sabi nga po natin kanina, is to establish the required reserve, no? We have a policy already na yung ating pong tinatarget po na reserve na excess from supply will be 20% from peak demand, no? From the determined peak demand plus 20% po, no? So ang kailangan po yung ancillary reserve na dapat po sinusupply ng NGCP, na talaga pong mailagay dyan. Nandiyan na po. Matagal na po natin kinuha niyan. Kapapasok ko lang po sa DOE, nahabol ko na po yan.
Opo. Thank you po, Secretary Cusi. At for Secretary Roque, from Kylie Atienza of Business World, I understand na tanong na po ito ni Trish kanina, pero baka may add pa po tayo. Even medical experts have been urging the government to have the implementation of face shield mandates, saying there's zero evidence of its benefit and it's environmentally harmful. Ano pong masasabi natin?
Well, nasagot ko na po yan. As I said, yung ginagalang kong dalubhasa at doktor, si Dr. Salvania, nagsabi na meron pa rin benepisyo po ang pagsuot ng face shield.
Opo, I think Secretary Roque, overtime na raw po tayo.
Okay.
May ibang tanong ng media, isa na lang po sa MPC Bible.
Okay, maraming salamat sa ating mga naging panauhin, Secretary Cusi at saka Secretary Belio. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Mela, for standing in for Yusek Roque. Maraming salamat sa ating mga kasama sa Malacanang Press Corps. Sa ngalan po ng inyong Presidente, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, ito po inyong Spokesman Harry Roque nagsasabi, ang WHO na po ang nagsabi na lahat ng bakuna na ginagamit natin ngayon sa Pilipinas ay ligtas at epektibo. Huwag na pong mag-alinlangan dahil sadyang mas nakakahawa po ang mga bagong variant. Habang nariyan pong bakuna, magpapakuna na po tayo, protektahan natin ating mga sarili, protektahan natin ang ating mga mahal sa buhay. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat.